All right, guys, I just want to show you the Nokta Makro Simplex Plus that I just recently got a couple days ago for Christmas. Man, it is a nice looking machine, that's for sure. And I've used it very briefly to get used to the tones. And I gotta say, I really like it a lot. Once you pair your headphones to this machine, you don't have to pair it again. And it saves all the settings too. So I'm just going to go through some of the menu system. You power it on. That button there's your up, down, right, left. This is how you scroll through your menu system. You may not have seen that. If you want to rewind it, when it boots up, it'll give you a little tiny version of what your newest software update is. So mine's version 2.68, and that'll come on the bottom left of the screen. We may have missed it. But anyway, when it powers up, you've got your left and right. This will adjust which setting or mode you want to hunt in. Right now we're in park mode. There's relic mode. That's your deepest mode. There are two tones in relic mode. This is your all metal mode. And of course your beach mode. So left and right to scroll through there. This is your sensitivity. So your up and down, control that. Obviously, I've got a lot of EMI inside my house, Wi-Fi, all sorts of stuff going on. So I've got that down while I am doing this review or showing you guys a few things. The top, you have your bar where your signal and targets will come up along in association with the VDI and the numbers. Down here is your main menu system where all of your options are, and here's the buttons. Let's just go through a few of those real quick. This is your external speaker button right here. So this right here will adjust your volume. I leave mine on 2 most of the time, and that's for your external speaker. All right, this is how you ground balance. You hold this button down, pump it, and you can also manually go left and right to adjust your ground balance. So you want to definitely make sure that you're ground balancing before you hunt. This is your iron audio. You can decide how much iron you want to hear. If you don't want to hear all those little nails and little nuts and just junk, you can adjust how much. I usually keep mine setting at 1. I want to hear a little bit. There are situations where you would want to hear all of that iron. So that's totally up to you, but that is a very nice feature. I keep mine at 1. Okay, this is how you notch in and out, which means this is how you cancel things that you do not want this detector to pick up. And what you would do is, once you got to go back to it, this is got the check and X just as that does, just as that option does, and you would literally go up and over and decide what you want to cancel out, hit your check button, and then you would, or X button, and then hit your check button to notch it back in and so forth. So that is how you would discriminate and cancel out and notch certain items, okay? Next one is your frequency. Comes and defaults to F2, which I would suggest if you can. It does have others. If you're hunting with another machine, you're experiencing a little EMI, somebody's headphones, anything like that, change over to another frequency. But leave it in F2 if you can. All right, the next one is your headphone volume. I've got mine set on 2. You've got 4 settings. This is with the headphones. If you want to cancel out the headphones and go back to the external speaker, all you got to do is go over to that Wi-Fi and make sure it's on 0. I usually got set my volume. Let's see. Shoot, I'm asking. Once you pass it, you've got to go all the way back through it. So, all right. I usually have my volume set at 2 for now. All right. This is vibration. This is so the handle will vibrate when you get when it runs over a target. I do not have that on, but that is kind of nice. That is a nice feature, but you would turn it on by right. I felt it, and left. So that's how you would determine that. This is your backlit screen. You have 4 settings for backlit screen, not including the off, which I usually leave mine off. But you also have an auto. So anytime it runs over a target, it will light up. So you can go ahead and figure out how you like it and what setting you like for that. The next setting is the external flashlight, which is just on the other side of the control box there, the unit. And you would turn that on by hitting over, turns it on. See it coming through the TV, and that turns it Oh, I got to go back to it. And then we will turn it off by hitting this button here. Okay, it's off. So this is your depth. As you go over a target and you know it's ringing up, ding, 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 you can pinpoint. This button right here is your pinpoint, ground balance, and it's got the check and X for that menu option right there for the notch. So once you run over target, you would obviously hold that down to pinpoint. It gives you a bullseye and it gets smaller when you're directly over the target. And then it gives you the depth. It'll give you bars sort of like this, the sensitivity box. But the more bars, the deeper it is. So that's a really nice feature as well. But anyway, I mean, that's basically it. Yes, in every setting that I just did and went with you guys, I can turn this machine off, which we'll do real quick. And then when I turn it back on, it will remember those settings, that's, I think, really convenient. Okay, so here's going to be the version, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. It's going to say version 2.68. So that gives you your recent version. Okay, so it's ready to go. It's exactly all you have to do, really, is adjust your sensitivity accordingly. You want to make sure you hit this menu button and go over to the ground balance field. Hold this, pump it, make sure you're ground balance, and then you're ready to go. Just choose your mode, and I usually hunt in relic mode. And you're good. That is it, and that's why it is called the Simplex, because that's exactly what it is. With all of these features, they really made it extremely simple. So anyway, I hope that helped, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be learning this. I went out to a park yesterday just to learn the VDI numbers on this machine, since it is different. So y'all are going to want to check that video out. It will be up in the next day or two. Anyway, thank you.